Good afternoon, friends. This is Rahul Mohre, Assistant Professor, Sri Ramdev Baba College of Engineering and Management, Department of Management Technology. Again, welcome you back to this session of a 5-day FDP of Advanced Research Methodology. Today's session is all about evaluation based on distance from average solution, which is called as EDAS technique of MCDM. This is the last method that we are learning in this MCDM process or this workshop. So what exactly EDAS method is? EDAS method was introduced by Ghorabi. He proposed a new method called evaluation on distance from average solution for multi-criteria inventory classification. It was basically designed for inventory classification. Now what does this method do? This method ranks the alternative by calculating the positive distance and the negative distance between each alternative and the average alternative. Means we have the average alternative. In previous two cases, we have the ideal alternative. We selected the minimum distance from the average alternative. In some method, we have selected maximum distance from the average worst solution and the minimum distance from the average best solution or the ideal solution. But here what we are identifying positive distance and the negative distance between each alternative and the average alternative. The good performance of the EDAS method is in solving the inventory classification problem. EDAS is very simple and effective method of MCDM, but it can only deal with decision information described by the numerical values. Means we should deal it with the quantitative data, not with the qualitative data. Ghorabi revised the aggregation method of the positive distance and negative distance and permit the decision maker to adjust their proportions according to their preference in calculating comprehensive evaluation of alternatives. So the method is more flexible for decision makers in choosing the most appropriate solution. Moreover, compared with some existing method, it needs fewer data for pre-processing and calculation and is suitable to solve the decision making problem with more criteria and alternative. The evaluation based on distance from average solution, that is EDAS, is a new and efficient MCDM method. It is recently being developed. The desirability of alternative in this method is determined based on the distance of them from an average solution, because the average solution is determined by the arithmetic mean. In this method, the EDAS method can be efficient for solving stochastic problem. Now, how this method will go? We have proposed or this method is proposed to handle the problem in which performance values of alternative from each criteria follow the normal distribution. We have that assumption, and based on this we can obtain the optimistic as well as the pessimistic appraisal score for evaluation of alternatives and can consider the uncertainty or can handle the uncertainty of decision making data. In real world problem, we are likely confronted with some alternative that need to be evaluated with respect to multiple conflicting criteria. Multi-criteria decision making normally refers to making decision in such situation. There are many methods and techniques which are available. Quite a few we have learned. 8 techniques almost we have learned. This is the last one that we are going to learn for solving MCDM problem. The evaluation based on distance from average solution method, that is EDAS, is an efficient multi-criteria decision making method because the uncertainty is usually an inevitable part of MCDM problem. The extension for this process, Ghorabi has introduced fuzzy logic, and that combination has developed fuzzy EDAS method also, and that is useful for dealing with the real world decision making problem. This method basically handles some of the conflicting criterias. The best alternative can be selected from the available alternative from the distance from average solution. In this method, we have two measures dealing with the desirability of the alternative. The first measure will be the positive distance from the average, which we will be using as PDA in the Excel sheet as well. And the second is the negative distance from the average, which we will be having NDA. Now, these measures can show the difference between each solution and the average solution. The evaluation of alternative is made according to the higher value of PDA and lower value of NDA. Higher value of PDA means positive distance from average, and lower values of NDA means negative distance from the average, represents that the solution is better than average solution. Suppose that we have n alternatives and m criteria. The steps for using EDAS method is presented like this. Step 1, select the most important criteria that describes the alternative. Means before you start with the problem, you need to identify what the alternatives are and who all are the criteria. Step 2 is to construct the decision making matrix. We are very much familiar with this now, where each Xij will denote the cross section of the respective alternative and respective criteria. The value will indicate that this, for this particular alternative, if you select this criteria, this is the respective value for that. Then we need to determine the average solution according to all criteria. It means that for each criteria, means if suppose this is the criteria 1, for this criteria we need to compute the average. Likewise, it goes with all the criterias that are available with us. So this is the formula which indicates that we are calculating the average. Now, in the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to calculate the positive distance from the average, which we will name it as PDA. Then we will calculate the negative distance from the average. Now, how we are going to calculate? A simple formula is there. PDA, we need to select the maximum value from 0 and each value minus average value, and then we divide the same value by the average. When it comes to calculation of negative distance or negative distance from the average, we need to select the maximum value among 0 and difference of average and each value, and all should be divided by the average value. So this is the fourth step. In the fifth step, we are making the summation of this positive distance average, the negative distance average, and what we are going to calculate, we are going to normalize that value in the step 6 by calculation of SP and SN. Now this is normalized sum of positive distances and normalized sum of negative distances. And next we will be taking the average of these two value to rank the variable. So the last step will be to get an appraisal score. The appraisal score will be the average of these two, and finally we will be ranking the alternatives according to the decreasing value of the appraisal score if we are dealing with the appraisal score. If not, we can use the increasing value for ranking also. Okay, so this is our Excel sheet. We are back with the Excel sheet. Now the columns which are into green color are the cost criteria. The columns which are into pink color are the benefit criteria, and this method doesn't differentiate between the cost criteria and the benefit criteria while calculation of the normalized matrix. So how we are going to get it? So if you will see the titles here, this is the positive distance from average, this is negative distance from average. Weight matrix as usual we have, then we will be having the weighted sum from the positive distance average. We have weighted sum from the negative distance average. Then we will be calculating the NSPI, that is the normalized sum from the positive distance, NSNI, the normalized sum for the negative difference, getting the average, and then rank value. So as such, we are not having a normalized matrix, a single normalized matrix. We will be having two matrices, and that will be one for positive distance average, and second will be for the negative distance average. So let us go for it. So this is the first value. Let us see the algorithm. What algorithm says? Algorithm says to get the average first. So this is the average which we have calculated. Let us delete this. Let us do it from first. So this is the average of all the values. Let us select all the values here. Close. This is the average value for first criteria. Let us drag it horizontally. We'll be getting the average values of all the criterias. If we want to reduce it to the decimal point, we can reduce it to the decimal point like this. Okay, now what is the second step? Means the first step is getting the alternatives and the decision criteria. We already had the decision matrix. Step 3 is to determine the average solution according to all criteria that we have done. Here we have done the average and we have calculated the average value. Next step in this algorithm is to get the positive distance. Now how positive distance is being calculated? Maximum value among 0 upon and each value minus average value divided by the average value. Okay, now look here, maximum value from 0, formula is maximum of 0 and xij minus average value. Now xij means the respective value, so this is the respective value that we have selected, comma, what is the next value? The next value is, we need to subtract the value, so not comma, minus the average value. So this is the average that we have computed. Since we need to drag it, we need to freeze it pressing F4. Those who are using laptop, please press function F4. Now this is the maximum value, or this is the numerator. Two brackets will be required to close the criteria. Now it should be divided by the average value of the respective column. So average value of respective column, since again we need to drag it, we need to freeze it, so we have freezed it. Drag it further, so this is the value, right? So if you want to drag it down horizontally, you need to remove $1 sign from here. So remove the $1 sign from C and then drag it horizontally. You will be having the weight value, positive difference value. Okay, same goes with this also. We need to select the maximum value from 0 to the, what is next value? Next value is this value minus average value. So again pressing F4 twice because we want to drag it horizontally. Close two brackets, divided by the average value. So this is the average value. Again press F4 twice. So this is the value. Now we can drag it. We can drag it further. So this is the thing that we have done. So now the first thing is over. This is the calculation of positive distance from the average. Now we need to get the negative distance from average also, but there is a slight change in formula. In formula these two values have been shuffled. Now we need to subtract each value from the average value. So you must take care of this while writing the formula, that you are selecting the maximum value from 0 as well as the difference between average and the cell value. So let us write it while calculation of negative distance. So this is equal to max of 0 comma, now the subtraction should be done from the average value. Since I need to drag it horizontally as well as vertically, I will press F4 twice, minus each cell value. So this is the cell value, first bracket, second bracket, divided by the average value. Again you need to press it twice because you want to drag it horizontally and vertically. So first we will drag horizontally and then we are going to drag it vertically. So this is done. Same we will repeat it here. Negative distance, calculation of negative distance, maximum of 0 comma, now the average will come first. Since we need to drag, press F4 twice, this value minus the actual value, first bracket closure for innermost bracket, then the maximum bracket is closed, divided by the average value. So I will select this value. Again I will press F4 twice and then press enter. So we can drag this and we are ready with the negative distance from the average. So if we look at this, what we have done the simple calculation which is being proposed in the step 4. So calculation of positive distance from average as well as calculation of negative distance from the average. So this is done. Next is the weighted matrix. So what weighted matrix is? Weighted matrix is being doubled in the sense we need to calculate it for the positive distance average as well as we need to calculate it for the negative distance average. You just need to remember that after calculation we need to make a sum of it, right? So let us calculate the weighted sum for positive distance. So how it is calculated? So positive distance normalized value into the weight value. Okay, so here it is equal to positive distance value into weight value. Where is that weight value? This is the weight value. Just enter, select this, drag it horizontally, drag it vertically. Now though you see that this is 0, but it is not actually 0. If you could increase the decimal point, you may find some value, means the value is very fine, so it may not be appearing. Like if we just check this value, then this is not actually 0.3, it may be something other. So this is the actual value. We have just shrink that value to permit only 2 decimal point after only 2 decimal digit after the decimal point. So why this is the thing which is appearing here. So it all goes with the precision value of your investigation part. So you can keep 2 digits after decimal point, or you may increase that decimal digits also. Okay, so this is for positive distance. Again, let us select the positive distance value. This is the value into, this is the value. Just press enter, drag it horizontally and drag it vertically. So weighted sum for positive distance from average is done. So what we need to do, we need to make a sum of this. Let us make a sum of this. We have made a sum, and let us drag this sum. So we are done with weighted sum from positive distance of average. Now to calculate the negative value, so negative distance from average into the weight value. Here select the cell, drag it horizontally, drag it vertically. You are done with it. Equal to, again, the negative distance and the weight value. This is the weight value. We have done a multiplication here. You need to drag it and we have the weighted sum for negative distance from average. Again, you need to sum it. Let us sum this value. So we have sum this value and just press the enter button, right? So let us make a quick recap. A lot of calculation have been done. So this was our original decision matrix. What we have done in the first step of the algorithm, suggests that we should get the average solution according to all criteria. So it means that average value for all the criteria values should be calculated. So we have calculated this average 1 2 3 4 5 criteria and 5 averages are with us. Then the algorithm suggests that we should have the positive distance from average and we should calculate the negative distance from average. So this is how we have calculated the positive distance from the average. We have used this formula only. Application of this formula is being done. So this is for positive distance and this is for negative distance. Now what is the difference between these two formulas? There is a slight change in the difference. Slight change is that in the positive distance from average we are subtracting each value from the we are subtracting average from each value while calculation of positive distance from average, and while calculation of negative distance from average we are subtracting each value from the average value. Rest remains same. Denominator is average only, and which average we are supposed to use? The average for the respective criteria. Means if we are into storage capacity, then the storage capacity's average shall be used in the denominator, right? So this was the calculation. Next step was to have the weighted matrix that we already were having. Next step was to calculate the weighted sum for from positive distance from average. So we have calculated this, we had made the sum, we have calculated the weighted sum for the negative distance from average. So we are done with this. So up to fourth step we are over. Fifth step says that we should get the summation. So here we have already done with the summation. This is the sum of all the criteria values. Again, this is the sum of all criteria values. So we have done with this. Now what we are supposed to do, normalize the value of NSPI or NSNI. What exactly that is? That is the normalized sum of PDA, positive distance from average, and normalized sum of negative distance from average. How that is to be calculated? Each value should be divided by maximum of each value, right? So let us calculate this positive distance. Each value should be divided by maximum of this particular thing. Since we need to drag it, freeze it. So this is done. Now negative normalized sum of NDA, how it is being calculated? It is being calculated by 1 minus so and so. So here it will be equal to 1 minus. Now we will keep the things in bracket. This thing, this upon maximum of all these values. So we will freeze it. Again one more bracket to complete the thing. Okay, now we are ready with the normalized value. Okay, so this is the thing that normalize the values of SP. Once we have calculated NSPI, that is normalized sum of PDA. Next is normalized sum of NDA that we have calculated. Then what the algorithm suggests? Algorithm suggests to calculate the average of both. So why we will be taking the average of both the values, and then the only step that remains is the ranking. So average of this two value, we have taken the average of this two value. Just press enter, double click on it. So we have got the complete average, and now the last thing which remains is ranking. So rank the alternative, select the value, put a comma, select the entire cell, freeze it because we want to drag it. So by F4 or function F4 for laptop users, then double click. If not working, then just drag it. So this is how the ranking comes out to be. Now here till now, means if you have observed, the first alternative was not ranked as 5, right? Means till now, means the number of methods that we have used so far, we have not ever seen that the first alternative is ranked 5. So this is the change that we might have observed, and the first rank is being observed by the alternative 1. So this is a little lengthy process in terms of calculation, but calculations are lengthy, but they are quite easy compared to the previous method. Copra's method have the highest number of calculations. Means if the number of alternatives and the number of criteria are very large, it will become quite difficult for an investigator to apply the Copra's method. But in EDS, though they are lengthy, but they are quite easy. You just need to make some addition and average, nothing else. So this is the method, getting the first matrix from that which is called as positive distance from average, then getting the second matrix which is called as negative distance from average. Weight matrix was our favorite matrix as usual, equal weighted matrix. Then getting the weighted sum from PDA, getting the weighted sum from NDA, making the sum of all values, then calculating the normalized sum from PDA, normalized sum from NDA, getting the average, and then finally ranking the alternatives. So this all goes with the EDAS. So the real world problems can be solved by using this kind of method, and this method is totally based on distance from average solution. So why the name is being coined as evaluation based on distance from the average solution. So this is the method which is all about the MCDM technique, the newest method which is being introduced in this MCDM fraternity. So you can use this. There are many paper or many researchers are using this particular method as it involves very less number of calculations. So this method is becoming more popular. If you have any questions, then do post it onto our WhatsApp group. I'll be there to solve the answers, right? Thank you guys. Thank you very much.